on today's video. How much damage is too much damage? Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. Hello, Good Game here. Pleased to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video. Thank you for taking the time to support the channel. I hope you're having an absolute magical day. It is a new brew for standard best of one diamond rank. The season has just started, so we are still ranking up into Mythic, and we have an explosive Grixis deck to showcase for you all today, focusing around the new cloak mechanic. Within our video, we will break down our deck list in depth, discussing both the strategies and synergies in hopes of providing you a deeper understanding of how to pilot this deck effectively and efficiently. Furthermore, demonstrating in our ranked gameplay footage against the best decks as well as players in-game. And then finally wrapping up with our concluding thoughts, deck review, channel news, and final thoughts. Thank you all so much for supporting. Leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe for future content. And if you ever want to stop by and say hello to the community at large, the Discord is open, link in the description below. Let's take a look at Grixis Cloak.
It's a new lap record!
Here we are within what is a blue, red, and black aggro deck. It is quick. It's not your typical aggro deck. So, maybe potentially we classify this as mid-range or tempo. 60 cards standard, best of one, 2.1 average mana value. This is a very fast deck, 24 lands supporting the curve. And we are playing with the Pyrotechnic Performer as a core card, a 2 mana, 3 power, 2 toughness. Whenever the Performer or another creature you control is turned face up, that creature will deal damage equal to its power to each opponent. This is a non-legendary, so you can stack it. It can flip itself face up for 1 red mana, dealing 3 damage, right? So this is very cool. We will also utilize the Cryptic Coat for 3 mana and artifact equipment. When it enters the battlefield, we will cloak the top card of our library and attach the coat to it. It's going to get +1/+0 and can't be blocked, so that's very nice damage. Furthermore, we can pay 2 to return the coat to our hand, allowing us to repeat the process. And then finally, we will be utilizing the Hunted Bone Brute for 3, a 3/2 with Menace. When it enters the battlefield, an opponent will create 2 1/1s, and when it dies, each opponent is going to lose 3 life. You can circumvent the creation of the tokens for your opponent via the disguise. Of course, playing it face down for 3 mana, and then flipping it face up for its disguise cost of 2. And with the Performer in play, you would deal 6 damage to your opponent, right? Quite substantial. And then its death trigger of 3 is one of our other focuses here as well, as it is a fling-based deck, utilizing Burn Together for 1 at sorcery speed as the adventure attached to the Colossus Sellsword for 2, which is a 2/2. And when it enters the battlefield, it will do so with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature that died under our control this turn. Not super relevant, but if it's a 3/3 or a 4/4, that's cool too. But the Burn Together at sorcery for 1 is the key here, and target creature we control will deal damage equal to its power to any other target, and then we sacrifice it, right? So, if we get lucky enough, we flip the Brute, deal 6 damage while attacking, deal another 6 damage, right? At which point we sacrifice it, dealing another 6 damage, and then the death trigger of the additional 3 damage triggers. Yeah, that's lethal. You're done. Get out of here. And that's what makes this deck so explosive is, you're dealing 20+ damage sometimes in a turn, and your opponent's probably not preparing for that, right? And it's kind of hard to prepare for, right? So that is our sole focus of the deck. We're building around it with the Ancient One. Just fling this, deal 8 damage, I guess. We'll also utilize the Shakedown Heavy, a similar function, throw it at your opponent for 6. The Ancient One for 2, as an 8/8, cannot attack or block unless we have 8 permanent cards in our graveyard. So, that's not super realistic early game. we're basically just flinging it, right? However, you know, if push comes to shove, it's a mid-range or control matchup, we can utilize its ability for 4, drawing, then discarding, and then milling cards equal to that discarded card's mana value to activate the Descend, allowing it to now hopefully attack as well, which is pretty cool. The Shakedown Heavy is a 6/4 with Menace that can attack, but your opponent can untap it and allow you to draw a card, which is actually okay, you know, because now it's a draw engine that can defend, as well as, you know, our fling target when we get to it, right? So really, it's not that bad. It's pretty good. And then the Fairy, you know, we can just throw this at their face for 3. It's good enough. Flying, Ward 2, entering the battlefield with 3 sleep counters on it. You can pay 2 to untap it, removing a sleep counter, a stun counter. And, you know, it's a nice card. We play it early on, so it can just sit there and it doesn't really matter. And eventually it's attacking for 3, which is pretty cool. And, you know, flinging it late game for 3 is pretty decent as well. We can also deal chip damage through Play with Fire, instant speed for 1, dealing 2 damage to any target if it was a creature, if it was a player, scry 1, which is pretty cool. Removal in deck, not only through the Burn Together fling, but also the Bitter Triumph for 2 instant speed, destroying creature or planeswalker as an additional cost. Pay 3 life or discard a card. Discard is good for Descend. Make Disappear for 2 instant, casualty 1. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. If we casualty it is a copy, they'll need to pay 4. And, you know, the Fairy's good for this, you know, potentially for us. The Bone Brute, if it's the death trigger for lethal, potentially. If not, we might want to save it for the attack or the fling. And then utility lands through the City, the Mire, and the Defiance, our dual lands, and some basics. Making sure that we're playing quick. It is a very quick, aggressive deck, so we're not playing with any slow lands, the creature lands, right? Stuff like this. So really looking to curve out as aggressively as possible and just deal as much damage as soon as possible, right? So having a lot of fun with it, mostly for the fact that it's so explosive, right? Like, you can deal so much damage within this deck within just a few simple playing lines, which is a ton of fun. So I hope you enjoy. I know I certainly did, having a lot of fun with this deck. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, but most importantly, have an absolute magical day. Going first, 1 land. Awesome, Arena. You are the best. We will toss the island. I mean, is it bad that I'd rather pay life and have a dual land? Well, what do you do, right? The scry here is pretty good. I think we're just going to straight up take it as well. They're gaining life through this. A 3rd heavy. That's so much card draw. I'd rather a 2-drop, if at all possible, right? A 1-drop, something that we can cast. I mean, we already have 2 heavies. It's not like there's no 3-drop to build to. You can have all the 3-drops you want, homie. Alright, I mean, I think the heavy's going to be a little bit better. It could be counterspell here. More land. Let's play that. Attack. I assume this is a draw. Or they leave it and remove it. It actually hits? I'd rather play this next turn and be able to flip it in the same turn. Rebirth with the land. Seems a bit aggressive, but allowing it. As long as we don't get hit with the field wipe here. Only 1 planes. This finds the field wipe, though. Assuredly so. There it is. Now they just need planes. Land is out. Let's swing. They can have us draw, which I would actually be fine with if they're going to wipe the field. They might take it. Ooh. It's a mistake, yeah? Don't be that guy, HGG. I'm going to be that guy. Oh, you, my friend, are an absolute bully. You couldn't just fling a heavy at them. You had to fling the Bone Brute. Yeah. Well, it's extra 3 damage. It does 9 instead of just 6. Going first with an immaculate hand. This is really good. Hello. Good game. Third land is pretty cool too, I'm going to be honest. It's a control deck though. It's going to be bad. It's already bad. Yeah. Let's see what we get. The unblockable attack's quite nice. And it's, since we're playing against a control deck, it doesn't really lose a ton of value. Oh, they get these map tokens. That's such a good play. It's like cheating. Literally cheating! Let's get another Cryptic Coat on the go. Shakedown heavy. That's not bad to flip. No, it's not. Let's take our hit. They have a Wandering Emperor, I guess, right? Something like this. And they're just gonna make a token and block. Whatever.
Feel the energy of battle, then guide it like water.
Then they can exile it next time. I could get around their token. Wait until the token blocks, and then you at least get to remove it, right? Oh? Well, I'll just flip it then. So they get to keep their token. I'll just take my 7. It's enough to take. They exile it cleanly. It kind of sucks. We also don't have the mana to sacrifice it, but we'll take what's given. It's a tough deck to play, specifically against control builds. No way. What? I'm in disbelief. I'm in literal disbelief. They're just going to have us untap it, right? For the draw. No land sucks this turn. Okay, they're just going to dunk on it. They're at 13. That's not a lot. Just keep grinding this coat. I need a land. I need to play something that they're not going to remove so we can utilize a map token before the next lockdown gets us. Their token here, which I don't really mind. You know, do whatever. Have fun. Look at how many land they have. Okay, here we go. Looking good. We need 5 for this. So let's take our damage. Down to 10. We're only 1 mana shy. Sorry, 1 life away. I wonder if we should double play. Play a performer face down. Because then potentially next turn we can just take lethal without exposing ourselves. Oh, the auto tapper just boned me, but it doesn't matter because they countered it. Okay. Acceptable. Kind of weird, but I needed that second red to flip it. Ooh. No, you'd have to pay life then. Hit for 5, potentially 6, 7, 8 with their land, which is good. I maybe would have taken that route. Did they just use their last counterspell? Or do they have more? That's going to be what decides the rest of this game, I think. I think they have more because they didn't utilize their land there. Oh. Yeah, this is all very up in the air, isn't it? 2 cards in hand. I mean, do they have it? Let's see. All they need is 1 interaction spell. It could be another counter. It could be another get lost, a bounce spell as well. The choice is really up to them. Big money, no whammies. Down to 5. It's on the stack. If they remove it, they take 3. If not, they take 9. They are gaining 2 life to 9 and then taking 9. Stop it. No way. Oh. Wowzers. That was close. All right. Going first with, a pretty good hand. Honestly, the make disappear on 2 is not bad whatsoever. Oh, we're not going first. We are drawing first. If they're going first, they get the curve. So this isn't actually as good, except for when they don't do anything. At which point it does become quite successful for us again. Can we find the land? Yup. And will I be casting anything? Nope. Because they're just going to remove it. I mean, I will on 5. Probably will on 4. Naya. Interesting. It gets through. And then they don't cast. Wow. Just clogging up that board state, homie. We need to force value. We're going to get it. We're going to get something good. Don't you worry. Sure. You've gone wild. Give me the turn. Give me the turn. Give me the turn. Give me the turn. I'll take that too. Everything working out as planned. Obviously. We should always leave the blue untapped so they think it's another counterspell. Okay. This is always scary. What's our bounce cost? 4? They can't block that. We have to keep that that bounce spell up. It is what it is, right? An Angel Fire Ignition is going to dominate us. Let's hope it doesn't. Let's hope it doesn't. It's a double draw with a fling on the back end. Angel Fire Ignition. Remember that time we didn't save our bounce spell? But I was worried that they could have still, you know, maybe protected it, given it hexproof. Indestructible's glorious here. It's a lot of damage, and they get it again next turn. Land out. Let's take a massive hit. They might take this damage. 15 in total. Not threatening whatsoever. Bingo, bango. Oh, we're so close. Let's fling this now. Fling it at the Vitruzio, bro. And then when they go to protect it, bounce it on the stack. Yes! Bye, Felicia. So we miss out on some damage, but I think negating that ungodly amount of life gain incoming from that Angel Fire is going to be worth it. They play their 5th land, the Vitruzio, and a fresh Angel Fire. No! May the odds forever be in your favor. Okay, here's step 1. Play a land. Do it. Do it. Do it. I know you want to. Land. No, tapping out. Okay. I'm going to swing. Let's see what we get off the draw. Oh! They can't block this. Can we bait a double block here? I think it's worth the try. Do it. No. Okay, so we just take it. And before anything scary happens, we'll take this one. Because they're tapped out, right? Let's discard the land. And again, they have no creatures, down to 5. We set this to our hand for 2, replay for 3. Fortify our field state. Sellsword. 5th lands. Uh-oh. Picnic Ruiner. Angel Fire? Angel Fire? Oh, no way! Indestructible up to 12. Are you kidding me? Wow. And they have it again next turn. We're hitting for 5, 8, whatever. They're going to untap this. And they're going to block the 2/2 or the 3, well, the 3/3 most likely. Maybe we draw removal, though. That's the, you know, the dream. Whoa. They're taking 11. That's so brave. So let's say we push this to our hand for 2. We replay it, get a Pyro, and flip the Pyro, win the game. Right? 4 Pyros in deck, it's 10%. Or we play this. They're going to go up to 6. to 7, and we're not going to deal enough. So I think this is what we have to do. Leave that red source out. Big money, no whammies! Brah! Brah! I'm going straight to London. What? On the draw, bad land, mulligan, good land, toss an island. Let's roll out. A little slow, but it's here. It's here, right? So it's good. Shores in on 1, and now we don't have to pay life for our triumph. Mountain on 2, unlocking all 3 of our colors. A mono red deck on the play. I've never seen this before. You here all week, bud? Oh, yeah. If we can intercept it, I'll take a fire, but probably just bitter triumph, right? Discard a land. I don't want to be paying life. I don't even want the option. Get that thing out of here! So here's the question. Do they have another for the Bloodthirsty? We just take 2 to 14. Just start playing blockers. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. The plot thickens. Can we survive? No. This game sucks. Nice, bro. Good on you. You've gone wild. I'm just gonna take it before they draw something to push it up, and then I can't take it. 2 in hand. We're at 12. I mean, maybe we get it. I don't have anything other than the coat to replay, though, and that's... Like, the fairy's not much of a blocker out of the gate. Oh. Auto tapper, why do you hate me? Play your fairy instead. I gotta really be careful on this. Oh, and now they're dropping this. Good for them. They're really sequencing that around me. We're at 12 and they're wasting their spells, though. 2 in hand. The coat can put in... I think we're going to get this. But if they didn't kill these cards, we would have won much sooner. Really? How much damage has that been that has not hit us? 8. Let's bounce and replay. Again, just like another blocker active for us. This is a shakedown heavy. That's not terrible either. Huh. I like going up to 6. I'm going to swing. And then Philadelphia. Oh, I dare you to remove it with 2 damage. Well, that actually does get it. It's quite frustrating. So let them have it. It's going to take it anyways, and then, you know, we can just replay it. And they've wasted all of these spells. They don't have any. They're top decking now, right? And I have a draw plus the cloak. Wow. Okay. And you're thinking that this is a good strategy. I'm committed to it now. I've got to see it through. Respect, homie. Respect. Okay, we get our first swing with the sleeper. Oh, squeeze good, squeeze good, squeeze good, squeeze good. Down to 11. This could be the beginning of the end for us here. Oh, no. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a magical day. And we're not quite there yet, but we do have 5. So, again, with the Cryptic Coat. Bingo, bango, bongo. There is no attack here? Because we can allow these squeeze tokens to, like, you know. I have the blocker for it. This is still quite good. We're at 11. And there's a good chance that we can, you know, just activate our ability for 4. And then we're swinging for 14. That's an amount of damage. Not lethal, though. You know, so that's a bit of a bummer. Good blocks. Right, we block everything. Ooh, well, that... Interesting. The plot thickens. Okay. I just keep piling it on. It doesn't have to be complicated. Very close. We can untap the fairy for an additional block. We're still at 11. We've got them to 11 now. They did hit it pretty hard. I guess no Swift Spear, maybe. All right, I mean, they do take it. That doesn't quite activate us. It's very close. We're at 7. Let's unblock here. Kind of a bummer, down to 9. So now we can activate our ability. Discard Make Disappear. Mail ourselves for 2. We're good to go. Smash Adelphia. And good game. No need to fling, but we do have an additional 8 damage there as well. Alrighty then. Keeping 7. Removal 1. Removal 2. Let's see what we're playing against. Do we need this removal? Yes. And will we immediately use it? No. Save it. You will want that. Pass turn. And then probably a heavy, just to block. It's a little bit better than the coat, I think. Don't you... A Swift Spear. Nice. Can they resist? They do. We're going to discard. Pay life? No. We already have to pay that for the land. So just discard a coat. Toss it on the floor like you regularly do. Should get out of here, bro! I guess maybe like a Voldaren or a Play with Fire. Yep. Not saving it. Worried about counter magic. Acceptable. Taking the scry here. We're at 16. You don't have to pay life for swamps anymore, which is nice. This is something we can replay. It's up for debate. I like this. It's a bit of a better blocker, I think. The ward is good too, though. Third land. I honestly don't mind the draw. Firebrand. That's interesting. I'm not blocking this. No way. No way, no way. I want the draw. It's only 2. We know, at the very least, it's a Play with Fire. Worst case scenario, Monstrous Rage. There it is. Yep. Big hit. Maybe we should have taken it, because it's a 3 now, right? Let's take the Firebrand. Play the coat. And say, I want to race. They're going to say no. Well, they might actually not say no yet. They might take a couple hits, which is obviously my goal. We have the block. They can remove. They do. Okay. So this is nice because, again, it's eating up there's removal spells. We're still hit for 3, maintaining tempo, but, you know, we will catch them if we're going to hit for 6. Oh, wow. Let's see where we get to. I bet they take it. Down to 8. Land in play. Disguise Adelphia. Now we can flip this. For a decent block and 3 damage. If need be, of course. Let's see how it pays off. Land, not good. That's number 5. Last card. Ooh, +2/+0. It's for 5. But no defend, question mark? They would allow this to untap. I think we just clear their attacker. They still get a pretty good hit in. Oh, it exiled us. It was a Kumano. I didn't realize. I had totally forgotten that it was a Kumono. You're not taking this, are you? Well, and they've forgotten what deck. Oh, but I don't have a... I don't have another red source. Can we do this, though? Isn't it generic to... It is. What am I doing? The auto tapper is ludicrous, dude. Oh my god. Auto tapper, dude. It's just too much these days. Going first. All right. Okay. No black land. Well, we got 1, 2. That's, I think, pretty good. On 1. Pay 1 life. Okay, there's our missing land. That's always nice. And do you think they're a control deck? I'm going to just dump the counter off our fairy if there's no need for removal. If they're a control deck, I don't want to throw out the ancient one. It's a cave deck, so kind of. Very mid-range. Cave decks are good. Not really great to play against. Hey, that's nice. That's a nice pickup here. Should we just get right after? Just toss it in? I don't think it's a bad idea. They could remove it on the stack, I think, maybe? Actually, I don't think so. Oh, wait, they could remove it on the stack, yeah. Because it's not an additional cast to... additional cost to cast, sacrifice creature. It's actually, that creature is going to deal damage and then sacrifices itself. So it's worded a little bit differently. Nissa combo. Okay, let's just take care of it immediately. I have no problem paying life. Okay, for 3 to 9. We did miss our land drop, so we don't get to cast a second spell this turn. A bit of a bummer, but it happens. I'm going to shrink down a little bit. I think I'm blocking cards. Boop. Much better. Okay, another Nissa. Lovely. Let's hit for 3. Pass turn. We have 3 damage within our performer. Are they going infinite here? Returning it to their hand. Looking at the top 4. Grabbing a land, milling the rest. Landfall on Nissa, triggering here, generating a mana color of their choice. It's plains, 3 available. They, I don't think they played a land here. We'll see it enter. Nissa triggering again. It is in tapped, though. So they're up to 4 mana. I don't think they'll be generating any other on the turn unless they are bringing these back from the grave. Lockdown is going to take both of these. So we're going to get our damage here. And then I think we just should have a clean hit at lethal within our secondary performer. Hit them while they're tapped out. Good game. Going first, good land, and a decent hand. Some removal, a nice 1-drop for us. We can start working these sleep counters off. Oh, wow, mono red. Wasn't expecting. Oh, you weren't? I might just play this as a blocker. Take it and discard island. No, discard your swamp. Because we have to pay life for the island. And we don't for the swamp. So let's make sure that we have one color of each land out. So we don't have to pay for them. And let's just slap down that fatty. He's heavy boned, HGG. It's a lot of cards in their hand still. It's probably like 80 damage here. At least. I'm thinking maybe 82 or 83. Yeah, is that it? You don't know me. So, let's just blast for 6, because that's aggressive. And literally just grabs tempo in itself. I could definitely see them just letting us draw. But then it still gets to defend, right? They're going to take it. Doubling down? Well, no. That's going to hit me. They want to race. They say, you think you can out-tempo me? I am mono red. All right, let's see it. Should I give him the 1/1s? The flip being 2 in combination with our sellsword should be acceptable. Oh, they did have a second. Down to 11. 3 in hand, hitting for 2 to 9. Confirmed. 3 mana available, potentially 4. I think they need 3 monstrous rages, but what do I know? Oh, not a land. Maybe. Godric? Oh, yeah! And then a monstrous rage? A rage, we're getting hit for 6, 7, 8. Don't care. Attack first. You know, let's not overstep. They definitely untap this. There's no way they take this damage. They simply can't afford to. I mean, whether or not they know that. Okay, they do. And then a little beep boop. Oh, auto tapper. Why do you hate me so much? Okay, we just punted. The auto tapper. Ah! Bro! Auto tapper, tapping our red source so we cannot use our fling. That's fantastic. Missing lethal now. Are we punished for it? I hate this game. Grixis cloak. Interesting. Maybe we could use a field wipe. A Grixis command, potentially. I wouldn't mind that. However, I feel like it was working pretty good as is. I enjoy play with fire as early removal, I think we could go to 4 there and drop a disappear to 2 and triumph to 4 maybe, or disappear goes into negates? Question mark. Excuse me. My bad. Yeah. Cool deck. I like it. Very explosive. I think, you know, the addition of the coat to what was previously just the Rakdos sacrifice deck is an improvement. Gaining access to counter magic, I also really do enjoy. And the Fairy, I've been loving this card recently. Like, it's a 1-mana card, so it just fits in wherever. Who cares? If you get it in on turn 1, great. And, you know, eventually you're dealing damage with this, and it, at the very worst case, is a removal magnet. Best case, it deals a bunch of damage. Right? It's not terrible. It's cheap enough that it's almost worth playing, you know, just for that fact. And again, with the synergy of the coat, maybe something I forgot to mention, that's why the Fairy's in the deck, is because you can uncloak it for 1 mana and deal 3 damage with the Performer, right? The coat gets to cloak cards. Now, hopefully we can cloak the Ancient one for 2, flip it for 2, right? That's 8 damage on the Performer. The same goes with the Fairy, right? So these are very cheap cards that we can get with our coat that deal massive amount of damage, massive amounts with our Performer, which is pretty cool. And I do think I may have forgotten to convey that for you at the start. So if you're watching the entire video, a little bit of a more in-depth explanation, which typically I would try to get in the start of it, but you know how it goes. You start rambling, and then, you know, we're here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Always doing my best to break down the deck for you all so you can play it as effectively and efficiently. Now, if I forgot anything, if you see anything that could be improved upon, hit us up in the comments below. If you want to share your own deck, the Discord is open. We're always happy to have you. And I am looking forward personally to seeing you soon in the next. Take care.